Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Glad you tuned in. Thank you for being here. We're going to go through 10 poses today, 10 stretches that are fantastic to do every day. If it's just to get your body moving or if it's after you've worked out. Generally speaking, you don't have to be super warm for this, but it always helps if your body's a little bit warm. So just 10 stretches that you can do every day just to keep your body limber, to keep your mind straight, to really help your body repair after workouts, to gain flexibility, and to gain some strength. All right, you guys? So we're going to start in child's pose. Wonderful pose. So you're going to come and bringing those arms, extending them out in front, reaching out towards the top of your mat, and you're just going to slowly, gently press those hips back towards your heels. Now you might notice, coming into child's pose the first time, it's a pretty great stretch for your spine, wonderful for your shoulders, for your hips, for those quads, your glutes. So if you have some limitations in your range of motion, you can put a pillow or two kind of between your feet and your bum. That'll just kind of give you a little bit of lift. But so hopefully you can kind of release back into that pillow and just let your body weight sink and get that beautiful stretch. So we want to hold this stretch for, I'm going to say, a good 5 to 6 breaths. Just slow, deep breaths. Giving your mind a moment to quiet, the body to respond to this stretch. Oftentimes when we come into stretches, poses, the body's first reaction is to tense up and to tighten the muscles. So we want to give it a moment or two, a breath or 5, to realize that we're not going to ask too much, that we just want it to just gently surrender. So just noticing where in your body, if you're holding any tension. And see if you can't let that go. And let's slowly walk those hands up, and we're going to come to a tabletop position. Hands are below the shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Knees are hip width apart. Core is strong. We take a big breath in. We're going to come to cow pose. Tummy towards the floor. Lift your gaze and your sit bones to the sky. And then exhale, hollow your tummy and chest. Tuck your chin. Press the floor away with your hands and your knees. Inhale it back to cow. So we're going from cat to cow and just moving as fluidly as we can, moving at the pace of your breath. And we're going to do about 5 or 6 of these. You don't want to do too many of these, guys. You just want to make sure that the ones you do are effective and moving at the pace of your breath. So as we articulate those vertebrae one at a time, it helps to realign that spine, and it really helps to work out any kinks. So that flexibility in the spine, the strength in the belly, the strength in the shoulders. You'll feel this lengthen through your hamstrings as you come into cow. Oh, and it just feels so good to come to cat. Let's do one more each direction. And coming back to our neutral spine. We're going to take a big step forward with each hand. Spread your fingers wide, hands are shoulder width apart. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky, and we come up to downward facing dog. Now a little different here from our downward facing dog. Once we kind of settle into this and let your body feel that downward facing dog, that stretch down the backs of the legs, hamstrings, calves, Achilles tendons, you'll feel a little stretch in your feet maybe. We're noticing strength in the shoulders, length from the fingertips up to the sit bones. Now, downward facing dog is not an easy pose, not an easy stretch. So if you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. But we're going to work to get the bend out of our wrists as much as we possibly can. And then ever so slowly, each time we come back, maybe those heels start to sink. And from our down dog, we're going to do a little series, a little mini sun salutation. So this will incorporate 2 of our stretches and give us a little bit of strength as well. So on your inhale, we're going to inhale it to high plank or a high push-up position. Crocodiling down. Press it through up dog, our second stretch. Oh, give it a second. Tuck those toes, lift your hips. to down dog. And we're going to do 3 more just like that. We inhale it to high plank, crocodile down, press it through up dog, and exhale to down dog. And 2 more just like that. So as we move with the pace of our breath, inhaling to plank, crocodiling down, inhale, press it through up dog, and exhale to down dog. So we're promoting mobility through the hips, the shoulders. Last one, inhale it to plank, crocodile down, press it through up dog, strength throughout the entire body, and exhale to down dog. And in our down dog, just gently walk out those knees. So those little mini sun salutations, guys, great for building heat in the body fairly quickly, really working strength, flexibility. As you exhale, release both heels. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky, and sweep that right foot through. Now that back knee can come to the mat if you like, otherwise knee stays off and we lift those arms, coming into a crescent lunge or a low lunge. Shoulders are soft. Breathe. Now if that back knee is down, we're going to untuck those toes and we're going to let those hips be heavy. If those knees are off, we're going to press through that back heel. Shoulders soft. Breathe. And we hold that crescent lunge, firing up that leg. Breathe, getting that amazing stretch through the front of that left leg. Let's pull the hands to heart center and rotate towards that right leg, left elbow to the right knee, and press against your knee. Breathe, really working to bring those hands back towards heart center to rotate that torso as much as you can. So really working that flexibility in the spine. Flexion, extension, rotation. Those lateral reaches we'll get to. Find your breath. So this static hold, amazing little strengthener for that leg, for the core. Coming back to center. Extend the arms. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Just a little bonus stretch. And release it down. Shifting directly to the other side. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Again, back knee can come to the mat if you like, otherwise knee is off. We circle those arms overhead, coming into our crescent lunge. So again, we can hold that crescent lunge with that knee off as long as you like, and then if that leg starts to go, hey, I could use a little love, you can bring your knee down. Or you can have that knee down the whole time and really focus on that beautiful stretch through the front of that right leg. You might feel this through the hamstring, through the back of that left leg. Shoulders soft. If that back knee is off, give a little push. Breathe. Let's pull those hands to heart center. Rotate towards that left leg, right elbow to that left knee. Press against the knee and work to bring your hands towards heart center. Breathe. So again, the static hold, guys, it's challenging. And it helps to build that internal heat. So if you notice that, that's very normal and exactly what we want to happen. We want to warm that body up. A warm body stretches a whole lot easier than a cold one. And we turn back to face front. Extend those arms overhead. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down to to down dog. I'm jumping ahead of myself because right now we're headed there. Take the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Releasing the weight of the upper body. Head is heavy, soften your face. Just nice, big, deep breaths. We're going to bend the knees just slightly so there's no pressure behind the knees. And we're going to bring the hands to the elbows and hold on. Now, if you prefer to have those hands down or hands resting on your legs for support, that is absolutely fine.
And if it feels good to you, just sway side to side, making a little arc around those legs. So as we're moving through, do you notice we're kind of getting all different parts of your body? That's exactly what we want. Promoting flexibility, balance, strength, healing, mending, finding forgiveness, letting go of our egos, just doing something good for the body, for the mind, for the spirit. Coming back to center, relax those arms, and just slowly roll yourself up. One vertebra stacking on top of the other, individually, one at a time, all the way back up. Big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, left arm down, right arm high. Lean in and reach, our standing lateral flexion. Space between the ribs, length all the way down the side of the body. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. We're going to do this 2 more times each side. Exhale, reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side. This just feels so good. Helping posture, working a little bit of balance. Inhale, reach 1 more time each side. Oh, so good. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. And let that forward fold just be heavy. Again, a soft bend in those knees. Breathe. Core strong. Place those hands down. Step your feet back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. We shift our weight to our left foot. Right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through, foot to the inside, we come to pigeon pose. So definitely we want those bodies to be warm. And hopefully through those sun salutations, through those crescents, the body's gotten a little warmer. Coming into pigeon pose, beautiful stretch for that right hip. Making sure that we're taking care of our knees. If the knee's not happy, come over onto that hip and pull that left leg in a bit. Otherwise, leg is long. And we're up nice and tall, being mindful of that lower back. If you need to bring your hands forward a little bit to take some of that arch out of your back, absolutely make it happen. If it feels good to you to be up, use that body weight to help you sink. Breathe. So a variation in our pigeon pose. If you like, you can extend an arm to the sky, reaching that right hand up. If you feel like that causes tension and makes you tighten up, bring that hand back down, because we're trying to let go of that tension and tightness. If the body feels ready for it, you can lift both arms. Find your breath. Slow it down. And release those hands down on either side of the knee. Now within our pigeon pose, we can get a little bonus stretch for that left quadricep if you like. Reaching back with that left hand, drawing that back foot in, taking a hold of that foot and drawing your heel in towards your bottom. This is working our way to king pigeon pose. So within pigeon, we can stay just with that chest up nice and tall, a slight lean forward. We can draw that back foot in, feeling that amazing stretch through the quadricep. And gently release it down. Our last pigeon is sleeping pigeon. And we're going to walk those hands forward. This is a magical place where all kinds of amazing things happen. Flexibility for the knee, the hip, release for the lower back. Amazing stretch. Just letting your body sink. Probably one of the most requested stretches in the 20 years I've been doing this. And I have to say, every time I come into it, my body says, thank you. Some days a little more challenging than others, but every day always worth it. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. One hand on either side of your knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend that right leg to the sky. Point and flex your foot. Roll your ankle and give your leg a little shake. And then gently release it down to down dog. And we're going to take it directly into the other side. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left toes to the sky. Exhale and sweep that left knee through, foot to the inside to pigeon pose on the left side. So again, taking care of the knee, come over onto that hip, draw that back leg in if you need to. Knees are good and happy and healthy. We're going to stay up nice and tall. If your lower back says, man, I could use a little love today, bring those hands forward a little bit. Take some of that arch out of your back. Feeling good being up, stay up. Breathe. So remember those options. You can stay here where you are. You can extend that left arm to the sky. If that makes you tense up, guys, bring it back down. If your lower back says, man, that's not great for me today, bring it back down. Both arms, if you like. So your job here is to let go of the tension that you're holding in your hip as best you can. Strong through the core. Soft through the glutes. And gently release your hands back down. And again, we can get that quad stretch if you like. Reaching back with that right hand, drawing that foot in. Taking a hold of that foot if you can find it. Breathe. Now, if you take a hold along the inside of the arch of your foot, you can also feel this really nice stretch through the front of that right shoulder. And let's begin to pull it in. A little or a lot. Just be kind. Listen to your body. That feel good. My body needs this today. I'm sure yours does too. I hope it feels good. And gently release. Releasing that right hand, and let's walk it forward to that sleeping pigeon. I know you were looking forward to this if you're not already there. And just relax the weight of the upper body down. Now your arms can be extended out nice and long, or you can have those hands stacked. You just want to find that place where your body feels the very best. Where you can release. I don't know if you can relax, but maybe. Wouldn't that be great? Hopefully you can relax and just find those big deep breaths. Quieting the body, getting those big deep breaths. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. One hand on either side of the knee. Tuck those back toes. Lift your hips. Sweep it back. And extend left leg to the sky. Point and flex your foot. Roll your ankle. Give your leg a little shake. And gently release it down. Going back to those poses, those stretches we've already done. One little sun salutation. Inhale it to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Breathe. Just a few good breaths here. And let's walk those hands up. Come over onto your hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down to the top of your mat. Extending the legs out long. Soften your feet and just ever so slowly roll yourself down. A little strength through the core. And relax. Right knee comes in. Right arm extends out to a T. Left hand to the outside of the right knee and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Take your gaze out over that right arm. Close your eyes. So it doesn't have to take a super long time, guys, but the time we spend is always worthwhile. Your body needs to move in this way. It needs to slow down. It needs to stretch. It needs to breathe. Releasing tension, tightness.
If it's not from exercise, if it's from being behind the desk and working, sitting on the computer in school or work, in the car, driving far too long, whatever it is, guys, we just need to move and take care of our bodies. Releasing that right side. Extend that right leg to the sky. Point your toes, little external rotation through that hip, and then slowly lower it down. And allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across your body, keeping both shoulders on the mat. Best you can. Taking your gaze out over that left arm. I know lots of folks have taken into running, riding their bikes and hiking, walking a ton more than they have been in the past, and your body needs a little recovery time, guys. We don't want to get those overuse injuries. Always important to move in different ways, to lengthen those muscles, to keep freedom in those joints. Making sure you're getting lots of water, keeping that body hydrated. Making sure you're getting enough rest. And for sure, putting some healthy stuff in your body. Eating lots of fruits and vegetables, good protein, getting in your carbs and your fats, with your occasional treats. Always got to keep that life in balance, guys. I know life isn't always fun, but we got to do our part to try and keep it fun, to keep it light, and to keep it balanced. Releasing that left side, extending that left leg to the sky. Point your toes, little external rotation through that hip, lengthen through the toes, and slowly lower that leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Bringing one knee in towards your chest and then the other, rocking yourself up or just coming safely back up. And find a seated position. I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that this was a great little flow that will be something that is useful for you. You can bookmark it and come back to it anytime you like. And it's just a little quick flow that you need to get the body going. If it's after you've been working out and you want a little recovery, you've gone on a great hike. Always good, guys. So thank you for joining me. Have an amazing rest of your day. Be well, be healthy, take care of yourselves, and I just want to say thank you. If you loved it, I would love for you to subscribe. I'm trying to get as many folks that I can to help spread the word and to spread this love of yoga and stretching. So I hope you feel it. I hope your body feels amazing. Be well, my friends. Take care of yourself. Until the next time, namaste.